Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Researcher Arena. I am Dr. Pooja and today I will explain you about the GSPS fellowship. So I will discuss a general introduction about GSPS, the eligibility required, the funding, the types of fellowships comes under GSPS and the application procedure. Japan Society for the Promotion of Science, JSPS, started by the Emperor Showa in 1932. The research field which comes under GSPS are your humanities, social science and the natural science. In GSPS you have three types of fundings like for summer internship, postdoctoral. In postdoctoral you will have a standard terms and a short term postdoctoral fellowships. And third one is the invitational program. In invitational also you will have short term and the long term. With the eligibility, there is a eligibility of a host researcher and eligibility of a candidate. Regarding the host, he or she should be a full-time researcher in any affiliated institutes. Here I will highlight one point, like the professor can be a host for 3 candidates simultaneously, but in that case he has to give a priority list out of the 3. While regarding the candidate eligibility, candidate must hold a PhD degree. Secondly, the candidate should hold the citizenship of their respective country or those country with whom Japan having a diplomatic relation. And the last thing, only those candidates can apply for the postdocs who has not completed the 6th year. It means after completing PhD, within 6 years you can apply for the GSPS fellowship. Regarding the role of host institution, first host institution will verify GSPS related to the candidate's arrival. Second, the host institution notify the applicant, means our host researcher, and the candidate related to the improper conduct in research activities or in GSPS funding. Now regarding the postdoctoral fellowship, as I mentioned, you have a standard, means a long-term fellowship and a short-term fellowship. Long-term fellowship means like 12 to 24 months, and in case of short-term you will have 6 to 12 months fellowship. In case of long-term fellowship, you are having on an approx 115 to 120 seats, while in case of short-term, you are having only 20 seats. If we will see the application time, the long-term fellowships comes 2 times in a year, first in May and second in the September. In September it came. You will fill your application procedure with your host professor, and the result will come in December. And by April you have to be in the Japan, while the short-term fellowships comes 3 times in a year, October, January and June. Again a same way, in October you will apply, till January your result will announce, and from April you have to start your short-term fellowship. Regarding the funding for a postdoc, for long-term only those candidates who have completed PhD can apply, while in case of short-term, within the PhD also you can apply for the GSPS. If you have applied for the long-term postdocs, you will get a monthly allowance of 3,62,000 yuan, Japanese currency. With this, get your airfare, insurance. You will also get around 2 lakh yuan as a settlement allowance. Other than that, you will get some money regarding your research startup. While in case of short-term postdoctoral, there is only one minor change. If you are not a PhD holder, then your monthly allowance will reduce from 3,62,000 to 2 lakh yuan only. And all other facilities will be the same, like your airfare monthly, your insurance, your settlement allowance, everything you will get, only your fellowship will reduce. Here I will highlight one more point. If you are a foreigner but staying in a Japan and you are applying for a GSPS, although you are eligible to apply for a GSPS, but in that case you will not get your settling amount. Now the application procedure for a postdoctoral fellowship, both short term and long term, you need 3 things. One from the applicant means your host researcher side, second is from the candidate side, and third is your letter of recommendation. From host researcher side, there will be a proposal and the funding budget and their affiliation and about the collaboration, while from the candidate side is his CV, his research plan, his research goal or his research achievement, and last is the letter of recommendation. The invitational fellowship, you need your CV, application form available in the website, and a research proposal. Now for the funding, for long term you will get around 3,87 or 88,000 yuan. This you will also get a research support of around 1,50,000 yuan, and also you will get the round trip of airfare and a monthly insurance. While in case of short term, the payment is on the day wise, because it's only for 60 days or 30 days, or you can apply for 7 days also. So short term, around 17 to 18,000 yuan per day you will get, and with this you will get 1,50,000 research support. After discussing the postdoctoral and invitational fellowship, now I will tell you what is the application procedure. So first you have to search a host researcher for applying in a JSPS. Once you got the host researcher, you will complete all the complete document you will send to your host researcher, or in collaboration with host researcher you will write a proposal, and then host researcher will submit all the document to the JSPS website, where it will be reviewed or screened by the screening committee in two sections. And after the screening committee, it will be sent to the specialized person of the selected topic, and after that they will announce the result. Here I will highlight one more point. In JSPS you can't change the university once you have started your fellowship. So the host researcher which you have choose to retire, or there is any other action in which the host researcher will not be able to continue that fellowship, in that case they will not consider. I have also shown a link here regarding the all information related to postdoctoral fellowship. This is all about the JSPS fellowship. If you like my channel, please share and subscribe. Thank you.